Well, hello everybody. Buggeater64 here, and we got a flight for you. My goodness, this is going to be an endurance flight. We're going to be flying this MD-11 from Sidney, Australia to Honolulu International, Hawaii. It's going to be about a 10 to 11 hour flight, and it's just going to be a real endurance job. So we're going to see how it goes. It's going to be FSAirlines, so there's money on the line here, but we could make millions of dollars with this one flight. So we're going to get started here. I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you inside the cockpit. Let's get this girl going and get out of Sidney. See you inside the cockpit. Okay, so here we are sitting in Sidney, Australia, and getting ready to go 4,447 miles. Little skip across the short pond. Well, shouldn't be any issue. Plus, as we're getting ready to get our aircraft ready, you're going to hear a conversation between myself and Cajun Josh, who happens to be a fellow FSAirlines pilot, and I believe he was flying the PC-12 today. So we're going to get our aircraft powered up here and get things going. So first things first, come on now, got my flashlight on so I can see what's going on. Got the battery on, and
Sidney clearance delivery Air America DuXX
we can go ahead and
Delta X-ray
call for a
IFR
power truck to hook up, give us power so we can get things going.
Air America DuXX Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010 cleared to Honolulu Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 16 right, climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure on 123.0 squawk 0234.
Okay, and also Josh will be contacting me through our company's private
Sidney ground Air America
channel,
DuXX Alpha Alpha
so
Delta
we won't interfere with the
Could you please send a ground power unit?
co-pilots and ATC callouts. And so we can see the power truck getting ready to hook up. And we are sitting on the ramp at parking spot 18, which is designed for large aircraft. And the MD-11 is definitely a big girl.
This would have been a flight well suited for the Vision Jet. That is one thing that I need to consider about all of this is I still think I'll buy the SimWorks Studios PC-12 no matter what, but in FSAirlines, which is the only thing I do use, and it's the only way I'll fly, when I decide to go, hey, let's go do tours of these outback airports, it is sometimes difficult to get passengers or cargo.
All right, so now I can see what's going on in here.
It is much easier when you have a slightly faster aircraft where you can say, I don't feel like doing a long hop today. Like, I don't feel like doing 300 miles in this one. But since I don't have any other option to get people on board, the Vision Jet would have been able to do this a lot faster than the PC-12 going 300 miles.
Good one. Okay, so
Despite my love of
fuel is turned off. Okay, get ready here. We'll look at the FMC a little bit. That's another thing I need to learn a lot more about. The FMC in the MD-11.
337 knots across the ground.
Okay. So let's get the FS airline client up and going. We got plenty of fuel.
Feet down. 17-degree down bubble.
Oh, I can start my flight now. Good. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Although there will be storms moving through this part of the United States later this week.
Okay, looking at the
looks like our
file right now, flaps are sitting at about 10%. We'll double check our stabilizer trim, and for now we're going to set it at
I just met you.
0.
It's crazy.
Right now it's at 0.9. There we go. Okay, so we're all set with that. All right, so that's good. So when we're ready, after we get the APU running, yeah, we'll go ahead and put some lights on the aircraft so people can see us and see what we are doing. Okay, so what here?
Well, this drone of the turboprop will put you to sleep. I've caught myself nodding so many times on this flight.
All right, start engine 1. Wait for N. Okay, start engines. N2 to get between 10 and 16%. We'll introduce fuel, and we should end up with a good start. So let's go ahead and do our pre-planned pushback here. Okay, well, that should be good. And engine 1 is spooling up nicely. Let's go ahead and request our pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Introduce fuel.
Holiday road.
See our power unit pulling away from the aircraft. We disconnect. Let's hope you don't give up your day job.
That song is like not known. Like no one ever plays that song for anything other than that one. It's like it's just one thing.
All ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
And engine 2 starting.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Okay, we should be
Commencing pushback. You
be
can
able
start
to
the engines in
introduce
sequence.
fuel.
It will start in the sequence.
All of them. Oh, 135 miles. We're finally getting close.
Well, we're just trying to get out of Sidney.
Yeah, you having some issues?
Beautiful morning in Sydney, Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 130 miles from our destination of Omaha, Nebraska. I don't know what the hell is in Omaha, Nebraska, but corn. However, we're going to get down fast because we are 26,000
All right,
feet.
engine
We're going to be at
3
3,000 feet in just
start
a
up.
couple minutes.
Sydney ground,
So,
Air America do XX
hold
Alpha
on to
Alpha
your
Delta
butts.
X-ray 010, requesting the
It's
end
about to
pushback.
get wild out there.
Okay. Let's just say that I don't think Cajun Josh is going to be making a lot of money. So they want
the
me
music
to go down
industry.
to...
In the middle of
But he's a heck of a good pilot. They changed runways on me too.
So I wouldn't be surprised if wind has changed. You've been trying to take off for 3 hours. This doesn't surprise me, Bug.
Yeah, we went from 3-4 left down to runway
Sydney ground, Air America
16.
do XX Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010, with Gulf ready to taxi IFR.
Ground,
Please cancel pushback operation.
break.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 right using taxiway Charlie Bravo 1 Air America do XX Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
346 knots
And
across the ground. Now, that
This is a
damn
great part of the
impressive
immersion.
for a
Watching
little
this
PC-12.
tug,
Big PC.
pushback vehicle, pull away,
So
right,
thick.
and this truck drives right through it.
Taxiway
Charlie Bravo 1.
Okay.
Airport AI, you gotta love it. Okay, let's continue on here. Yep, I will get into the NavGraph charts soon as I learn more about them. This flight plan for this aircraft I put together in SimBrief. So anyway, we're gonna taxi down to the end of the runway, which is right near here, and then we'll get this girl in the air.
There's another King Air mod. I want to try that out when I land because I like the King Air.
Yeah, the King Air 350 is a nice airplane. I like it too. All right, so the rotation, V1 in rotation should be right about 177 today. Okay. Okay.
Sidney Tower, Air America 2XX, Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010, ready for IFR departure, runway 16 right. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Air America 2XX, Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
Okay, so slats are extended. Flaps at 18, 22. Okay, we'll give that a try. That may make things a little bit better for my last takeoff. Give it a shot. Last time I flew this bird, it gets a little squirrely. I need to figure out
is chasing my do not
a
exceed
little bit better how to keep it stabilized on the runway. It's all learning curve, and I'm still learning. Remember, I usually fly historical, old radial engine aircraft. Okay, so we are runway 16. The MD-11 too. It's just a great, iconic aircraft.
Metadata, please. Bet you I'm too far away to get it.
All right, let's get between passengers and cargo. She could be a very nice moneymaker for the company.
No, we're not.
So let's get going. Powering up.
Third time's a charm, Buggy. Third time's a charm.
Stabilizer. Stabilizer.
Okay, we're doing okay. Power's supposed to be between 97
Stabilizer.
and 101, so.
Stabilizer. 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 Stabilizer.
I should get a call out when I get to
Stabilizer.
V1.
Stabilizer. Stabilizer.
This thing is squirrely on the runway.
Stabilizer.
You
Stabilizer.
two are playing nice together.
Stabilizer.
Alright, and we waited a little bit.
Is she?
Yeah, trim's definitely an issue.
I wonder if your elevator is out of trim when you're trying to take off.
And that's a distinct possibility.
Because that makes a massive difference in the big ones. I mean, a big difference. I'm just suspicious that might be causing
You'll be
this
correct.
mistake.
1,
But
2,
that's
3,
something that I can guess
Air
from my eyes
America
off of your
2XX,
cockpit. I
Alpha,
could be
Alpha,
completely
Delta,
wrong.
X-ray 010.
Well, we got up good.
Sydney departure, Air America
I'm
2XX,
just
Alpha
wondering if it's
Alpha
out of
Delta
trim.
X-ray 010 is at 1,000 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
We are 57 miles from Omaha, Nebraska. Then we're going to get into a King Air and see what we think of the King Air.
Okay.
I want to maybe buy one of those for the airline again as I continue my hunt for a turboprop of perfection.
Okay. Oh, well, that one was much better. Okay. I think I'm actually getting credit. So,
4 times the charm.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
pulling gears up.
Landing gear.
Oh my.
Okay, aircraft is cleaned up. Here, flaps up.
42 across the ground.
Okay.
Five.
Yeah, my airspeed is good. It's
If it's
climbing.
too old of an aircraft and it doesn't have FLC, I'd be shocked if an MD-11 doesn't have FLC. But if it didn't have FLC, the other way to climb it safely would be to climb it, get to a safe airspeed, and then tell it to hold that airspeed while having climb thrust set. Then the autopilot will be allowed to pitch to maintain that airspeed. And it'll automatically vary its climb.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the indicated airspeed set for 240 for right now as I'm climbing to 10,000 feet, and it's flying the flight plan. So, and it is.
If it's really heavy, then it could have the same symptoms as the 747 did, where once you get to 10,000, you accelerate to like 280 or 320. And then climb from that speed up to 240 and then climb to your final Mach from there. Because if you get too slow, then it never is able to catch up with its AOA.
It's like right now, Sidney is telling me to expedite my climb to 11,000 feet. So if that's the case, we can always push our climb speed up.
Well, but see, that's the problem. Is if you're climbing via vertical speed, you might bleed off all your speed and crash. If
no, it'll actually work. Right now, I mean, I set it to 2,500 feet a minute, which I've used before, and it's actually climbing fine.
But I hope it's not climbing in vertical speed, because that's something that it should never do.
Yeah.
Because that's telling the aircraft, I don't care about your forward speed, I only care about your vertical, which means if the aircraft can't maintain its vertical speed, it will continue to climb at that horizontal speed that vertical speed until it stalls. Whereas if you had an indicated airspeed hold or a flight level change mode, then the aircraft will just safely adjust its climb based off of, which is going to constantly change. But it's going to change its vertical speed constantly in order to make sure it doesn't decay its forward speed. But I'm shocked. I'm curious. I'm about to pull up the cockpit in a sec. Well, actually, I don't have that aircraft, but I can look at least a picture of it and see if I can find a flight level change button, because that should make your life. If there's not one in there, then it'll be an indicated airspeed. Like this aircraft doesn't have it, so you just set your best climb speed,
climbing 11,000 feet,
and then hit indicated airspeed button, hold when you're at your best climb speed. But I would think the MD-11 would be new enough to have a flight level change.
Aware where that switch is, because not showing on the panel like in other aircraft. So I'm not sure. Again, part of the learning curve. Even this old dog can learn new things. And we will.
Omaha traffic, Pilatus 12 Charlie Tangos, 15 miles west of the field, ILS runway 32 right for Omaha traffic.
So we are on our way. Everything right now is working. So we'll get up to our cruise altitude, which is going to be right around 32. $32,000, and we'll see how it goes.
The only things you've changed are Navigraph, and that certainly shouldn't be.
Okay, so speed things up a little bit so we can get to our destination 4,400 plus miles away. And so we're going to be chasing the sun, so the moon will set as we leave Australia. We get over the ocean, the sun will rise. Good morning. Okay. Everything is nominal, working as it should. With a ground speed of well over 400. Indicated airspeed is 260s, but the ground speed is well over 400. Can't complain with that. .443 ground speed. And on approach, descending into Honolulu. It has been a very long flight. Sim has handled it pretty well. We're just now starting to get some lag. Had a number of times, about 3/4 through the flight, where I got the message saying they'd lost connection, and then a few minutes later regained connection. So alright, so Honolulu Airport is right in front of us. Our initial plan was to land on runway 4.
Altitude.
Landing gear coming down. Okay. And ATC has now changed us to runway 8 left, which means And realistically speaking, I should have just gone ahead and done a go around. But after this many hours, I don't have the desire or the will to do that, so I'm gonna land this silly thing. And it's not gonna be pretty, because I gotta make some adjustments of my flight path very quickly, because that's the airport right in front of me. And 8 left is right dead center, right there. See those? And I don't see any end of runway lights. And this is a generic Honolulu, and I have control of the aircraft. Another lag here. Come on, baby. There we go. Come on. You can do it. Alright.
Cleared to land runway 8 left, Air America 2XX, Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
There's some smaller aircraft out there. Okay, there is our runway. And it looks, I may be wrong, we'll see when I get closer, but it looks like there is a jet parked on the bloody runway. Thank you, AI.
2500.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, I could fly right through it, but you know what? I'm going to fly around it. Alright, stop paying attention to that airplane and get on the ground, will you? Oh, this is going to be ugly, ugly, ugly.
500.
Yeah, hang on.
Minimum. 150.
Good thing this thing's got some awesome reversers.
40.
Look at that,
30.
parked in the middle of the damn runway. Gotta get her down safe. This is an FSAirlines flight, and I don't want to do it again.
20. 10.
Alright, now, reversers.
121.9er, Air America 2XX, Alpha Alpha
All
Delta
right.
X-ray
Down
010.
safe. Get off this bloody runway. Okay, flaps up. Okay, it was not a good landing. It was not a pretty landing, but it was a safe landing. So,
Honolulu ground, Air America 2XX, Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010, taxi to parking. Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie, cross runway 22 left, cross runway 8 left, cross runway 22 left, Papa Charlie, Air America 2XX, Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
okay.
Hold position, Air America 2XX, Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
Yeah, tell me to hold position because of other aircraft in the area. But you leave a jet parked in the middle of the frickin' runway. That's just perfect.
Roger, Air America to XX Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray 010.
All right, let's get across this runway and get to our parking location. Look at that. Whoa, that little airplane. Look at the jets. This is crazy. It's AI stuff, and some of this, like I said, this is generic. So some of the stuff that's on the parking ramp just looks like big blocks. So anyway, as much as I enjoy, that's one of the shortcomings. But next time you see me on Honolulu, I will have some third-party scenery, like from Flight Sim 2 or something, and hopefully get rid of some of this. Okay, so we are parked. Parking brake is on. All right. There we made, before we, everything, I got $9 million right there. And then when we get to FSAirlines with all the adjustments, yeah, it'll be a lot more. But it was a good flight. Got credit for it. Well, all right, we got here. What a long flight. But we're here. We're safe in Honolulu. And as I said, we could make millions. We made about $35 million for this one flight. So the next flight is going to be from Honolulu into LAX, Los Angeles, California. And so look forward to it. Hope to see you in that flight. I'm glad you came to this one. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, this is Bug Eater 64. And remember, as always, safe flying.